Hello friends. As we know, we are doing the lesson of chemical reactions and equations. Today we'll be learning the topics corrosion and rancidity, which are the last two topics of this lesson, and then we'll be concluding the lesson. And as you know, corrosion and rancidity are very important, as corrosion plays a major important role in letting us understand the importance of rust and how does it happens, means how does it comes on the outer surface of the iron nail. Okay, so let without wasting any time, let us begin. So first of all, there is an chemical reaction given over here, so we'll not focus on that. We'll be basically focusing on its the chemical equations which are given, and also its definition and few formulas, etc. Okay, so we'll be skipping the part till here. We'll be starting from here, this part. Okay, the new vehicles look shiny. On the contrary, old vehicles look dull. Means जो नई व्हीकल्स हम खरीदते हैं वो शाइनी दिखती है, और वहीं पे जो पुरानी व्हीकल्स होती है वो उतनी ही डल दिखती है. A certain type of reddish colored solid layer collects on the metallic surface. This layer is called rust. As I had told you, the red particles or the red substances which are very minute when we see through our naked eyes are known as rust, as they are formed from the combination of water and iron. Okay, its chemical formula is Fe2O3.XH2O. Okay, the rust on iron does not form by a simple reaction of oxygen with iron surface. Means what they have told here is that the rust which comes on the outer surface of the metallic objects does not form by simple reaction of oxygen with iron surface. The rust is formed by electrochemical reaction. Means not a simple reaction take place, an electrochemical reaction take place. Different regions on the surface iron become anode and cathode. Means, as you know, the side with the positive charge is positive charge is anode, and the side with negative charge is cathode. So it becomes anode and cathode. So first one, Fe is oxidized to Fe2 plus in the anode region. Means Fe, which is solid, becomes Fe2 plus, which is aqueous, plus twice 2 electrons, and O2 is reduced to form water in the cathode region. Means O2 oxygen plus 4 hydrogen ions, which are aqueous, plus 4 electrons gives water. Okay, so when iron means what I mean to say is when iron ions migrate from the anode region, they react with water and further get oxidized to form Fe3 plus ions. Okay, so a reddish colored hydrate oxide is formed from Fe3 plus ions. It is called, what it is called? It is called rust. It collects on the surface. Now there's a formula for it. I'll show you the formula, or we can say it's an equation. Okay, so the equation says that twice Fe3 plus ions plus 4H2O gives Fe2O3.H2O plus 6 hydrogen ions. Now, due to various components of atmosphere, oxidation of metals takes place, that we all know, consequently which result in their damage. Means when rust happens, it consequently results in the damaging of the metallic substance. This is called as corrosion. Now iron rusts and a reddish colored layer is collected in it, which is nothing but corrosion of iron. Now corrosion is a very serious problem. About corrosion we'll be learning in the upcoming lessons, so there you will get a proper idea and specific information which you need about corrosion of iron. Now basically, hypothetically speaking, corrosion basically leads to the damaging of the metallic substance or iron substance, due to which the metallic substance gets broken up either from the place where its corrosion is taking place, or from some other part of the its body. It breaks up into two parts. Its chances are very high, maybe it may not happen in one or the some other substance, but it basically takes place in all of the metallic substance. When rust happens on when rust comes up on its surface, it basically starts damaging. And rust, you can call rust or corrosion as a symbol of damage for the metallic substance. Now we'll be learning the last part of this lesson, which is rancidity. Now, before going on to the definition of rancidity, I would like to imagine a scene whenever you move from the vada pav stalls, or whenever you move from the fast food stalls. You would have noticed that when you move from in the morning time, the smell that you get is not as false as compared to when you walk away at the night time. At the night time, the oil which the stall keepers use is the same oil which they have started using from the morning time. So in the morning time, the oil is fresh, the oil is novel, means it's really very new. So it does not give a false odor. But when from the same stall you walk, when you start walking at the evening time, you get the false odor, which helps you to recognize that, yeah, this is a vada pav stall, or this is a samosa stall, from where you get the smell and you say, means yeah, this is the stall from where I want to buy the thing. So that odor, when it starts coming from that oil, it is said to be rancidity. That is only the definition which is given over here, which is that when we use old leftover cooking oil for making food stuff, it is found to have false odor. It is called rancidity. That's what I told you by just giving the example of samosa and vada pav stalls, which are fast food stalls. Now, if food is cooked in such oil, its taste is also changes. Now, you would have noticed when you eat vada pav in the morning when the oil is fresh, and when you eat vada pav in the evening when the oil is used multiple times, then the taste is also changed. Means in the morning it would be a bit clingy, a bit fresh, a bit crispy. More means crispy, it's in the evening also, but still the quality of the oil changes, and hence damaging the quality of the food stuff. Now, when oil or ghee is left aside for a long time, or fried food is left aside for a long time, it undergoes air oxidation and becomes rancid. Now, you make a vada pav, you keep it for the whole day, and then you eat it next day. The freshness of the vada pav, the taste, it goes away. You would have noticed that whenever you would have kept it for one or more day, you can notice it, that the taste of the food stuff changes, and also the smell, you will not get the smell, and also taste of the vada pav will also change when you eat it after 2 to 3 days. Now, rancidity in the foodstuff cooked in oil or ghee is prevented by using antioxidants. Means there are few antioxidants which are used to prevent the rancidity of the foodstuff, and where you can store the food for more than 2 to 3 days. Now, the process of oxidation reaction of foodstuff can also be slowed down by storing in airtight container. Now, whenever you buy some fast food, you are asked to keep it in dry and airtight container. Okay, so why so? Because in airtight container, the amount of air present is really very low, as it is airtight, so it does not allows the air to come inside. The air which is present inside only reacts with that. And even in airtight container also, you can keep the food stuff just for 4 to 5 days or 2 to 3 days maximum, not much more than that. But it helps you to prevent rancidity of your food stuff for more than 2 to 3 days. It's a huge time, and in this amount of time, food also get expires, or it also becomes a waste, because you cannot keep a food stuff, and especially a fast food stuff, for such a long time. So friends, hope you got to know something from this video. Hope you liked the video. You can put in your questions down below in the comment box, so that we can help you out with your problems. And also do subscribe to our channel, share with your family and friends. And you can also contact us on Instagram. Our Instagram ID is intelligence quotient. You can also DM us there the questions which you have. We will fully try to solve your solve your questions or the doubt which you have. So friends, that is it for today. Do like, share and subscribe the channel. Put the questions down below in the comment box. Thanks for watching and bye bye.